When last we left off, Oliver had helped out a Brotherhood recon team in the ArcJet facility. And he provincially joined the Brotherhood of Steel through Paladin Dance. And now he's on his way back to Sanctuary with the delivery of goods he found from the ArcJet facility. Quite a few circuit boards that would be useful with turrets to protect the settlements. And also a word that the Brotherhood seems interested in the Commonwealth, which may or may not be a good thing. Radiation storm. They seem to happen pretty frequently. This is likely a guard shack. At least when the place was open. It's simply based on positioning. Right here at the entrance. Not too many windows, although there was one window looking out, so quite a few more windows than a secure building like this should have had. Looks like the storm may be passing fairly soon. Or not. Problem. They might be wild dogs, but they are pretty dangerous. And can be if they were to catch you unawares. I'm still carrying quite a bit of gear on me, so I'm going to head back. I might come back to see what is over there. Going to my map, I still need to search this entire area right here. So I'm going to get the supplies back to Sanctuary Hills. Excuse me. Gonna take this road here rather than go down an unknown path. It looks like quite a few cars got stuck on the overpass and main freeway. And it looks like those are worse off. It'd be difficult to get down from that. Cool. Let's see. Looks like feral. It looks like to go ambush this person. Or these people. Scavengers. Pretty dangerous job. From what I see here, I don't see an easy way to get down up from there at all. And it's a long fall. Even if you tried to aim for that water over there, still like hitting cement. When I'm here again, I'll see if there's anything from that ramp over there, up there, into the overpass it is. Another potential right here. Like I said, I'm carrying quite a bit as it is. I'll come back to this area. And it looks like there's a way up. Although that might be a difficult climb. Poster. already carrying quite a bit as it is. A little bit more won't make a difference. Just don't want to stop inside the house. Looks like a railway bridge. It's too thin to be for cars, especially in this. Well, I mean in this area. Yeah, I can climb that.
Connie Allen there with Rocket 69.
Looks like a robot. Don't know how that is, and I'm moving too slowly if it turns out to be combat. So I'll come back and visit that later.
Here's the thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. Flour noodles. Our chef only says one sentence, but that's okay because he only serves one thing. This here, well, please. Okay.
The ambush we ran into earlier. Raiders really have taken over the area. Looks like a camp they set up, maybe, or someone set up. Another factory. Could be. Looks like it's tied to the railroad. That could be useful. Looks like an intake or outtake, maybe. Looks like intake rather than outtake. But I don't know. Could be from that place that I saw up earlier. So it could be out. No, that's more like output. As I said, I'll have to scout that later. Looks like a bus stop where they installed Polskis, I believe. Nuclear shelters. they're not very much use. Other than, I suppose, to help with panic. Because basically you'd be trapped in this during the heavy bombardment, but the radiation left afterwards would still... You'd have to be in here for a while to make it through all that. It looks like maybe these people took shelter in it and came out of it too soon. Or like this one, still inside it. Because you notice there's not really any water in here. Although, I suppose maybe this could be water. Hose of some type. One is maybe oxygen, maybe the other water, or maybe two oxygen. There's not much room in there for two people. Yeah, this does no good. Okay, I found out you can get this thing, but you just need to stand here and keep doing that till it finally catches. Or maybe that plate has moved far enough for it to be picked up. The interesting thing is this. It looks like the birds haven't suffered too much, especially compared to other animals. And they seem to have gotten recovered. Okay, so this is Cambridge. I'll skirt along the side of it, head north to Lexington, and then from there to Sanctuary Hills and drop off all that I found. Thing is, this town at the moment is still a danger, since there's an unknown amount of ghouls in it, and I ran into, let's see, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 ghouls going into the town. Never mind the ghouls that I fought off at the police station along with Paladin Dance. There's one possible also theory about ghouls, and also the people in this world. In this world, in the opening, it said that they were using nuclear power, or had begun using nuclear power in many things, and that's incredibly true. Radiation was used to preserve some foods in this universe. So the people in this universe had a little bit more of a chance to, well, absorbed a lot more radiation. So maybe that has something to do with people in this world becoming ghouls, as opposed to generally dying from the radiation. because of the lower level exposure to radiation leading up to the war. Had already begun altering mankind.
Yep. That was big
And radiation was used in quite a few other things as well. There was a robotic horse, for example, that was powered on radiation.
Who is tired of
That was
living in
mentioned in
Diamond City,
advertisements
then you maybe
in
want
Fallout
a
3 and I believe
adventure
also
or something.
Fallout 4.
I guess
All of the,
you have
well,
a new
not
option.
all of them, but a good bulk of the
Settlement
cars were
of,
powered by nuclear
Sanctuary
fusion,
has, I guess,
which is
been
why
founded to the
some of the more intact cars will blow
good
up
luck to them with, you know, the whole.
if they're hit too many times.
And
The
other
fuel
news,
rupture.
It sounds like maybe the it's not other news. It's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous. I bet.
So there's the Vega factory.
Hopefully an easy living Billie Holiday.
So surprised there's not more cars on the road. From the timeline and from the descriptions, if this had been, for example, Chicago, where there was a huge number of cars that still ran on oil, there would have been an entire line of cars for at least a mile stretching out of the town.
that song by Warren Smith, because I can't take it back. So, there's a bit of news. Well, more of a, a rumor, really. Someone, I'm not sure who, I guess. I mean, probably doesn't matter who. Anyway, someone saw, well, I guess they think, maybe they saw a person in a vault suit. I mean, coming out of Vault 111. It's the Vault 111 part that's weird, I guess, right? I mean, it's not like no one's ever seen a vault suit before. I just, oh man. Well, anyway, I guess
So
the
people
idea,
found the vault.
yes, so let's go back to the music.
Or at least know of it.
If you found out a family member was suffering
Or
from
maybe not.
addiction, you might,
The thing is,
I
that's
don't know,
also
do an
telling.
intervention. Or, I guess, you could
Could
write
be
a song
scripted.
about it.
But I didn't wear the vault suit out of Sanctuary. So that means, that tells me it's likely someone saw me leave the vault. And that brings to mind that there's a chair set up overlooking Vault 111 up in the hills just outside of it. And I suspect that has something to do with that report. Almost back to the Red Rocket now. If I was thinking properly, this might have been a good place to set up some defenses in case any raiders run up this road, and I've seen one do so. At least one. this would hit anything, any raider coming up this road before it even reached Sanctuary Hills. Off to my left. Sounds like small arms. The food is very useful in that some of the older food left over from before the war, while it might be preserved, tends to have radiation in it. Whereas the food that you cook yourself is much safer, even if it doesn't sound all that appealing. Okay, battle right leg is better, so putting that up. For weapons, I'm just keeping a fraction of them with me. So that's 308. Have one of those. No need to bring a fat man with me. It's overkill. These both use cells, so I'm going to keep the rifle, not the pistol. Although the pistol does have a better... no, it doesn't. Yeah, it has a slightly better fire rate.
That was the ink spots.
Okay, another
with
308.
It's all over but the crying.
38,
That part
45.
never, well, it never really stops. I mean, the song ended, ironically. But the crying
Institute pistol. It's not
measured
that
in the
bad.
song never stops.
Doesn't have the range. Actually, I'll keep the pistol instead in
And
this
now,
case.
a word or several
Now I'll take a look
from
at the
our
rifle.
sponsors. Why drink dirty radioactive
Yeah, I'm gonna
water
keep the
when you
Institute
can have
rifle
it
then.
pure and bottled? Shane
Keep it up the
Kowalski's
junk
Clean
jet.
Water Market, straight from the
Don't need a
filter.
machete.
Are you a pistol
Keep one.
packing mama? If you are, this song is about you.
Shock baton is interesting. But I'd like to put some of the components on the Chow's Revenge. Short hunting rifle is a 308. This could prove useful. Gonna put a scope on this one, then this will be my 308. Okay, I just need to do some adjustments to it. With this one, I'm just going to put up anything in bottles. There's no need to carry them around, they just add weight. And put those away for later. Okay, now I just need to make a couple adjustments. Should be able to put a scope on that, this right here. See if I can add stock to it. No, I just need gun nut for that. It's a specific one. But this is one thing I want to do to it. Put a full stock on it, or maybe a marksman stock. That requires two, but at least a full stock on it. Okay, this will be my sniper, so I want to put a scope on it. Bayonet might be useful, if it does. I hope they don't get that close. Let's take a look at the barrel. It should be unwieldy, but it'll help with the weight and make it almost like a spear. Now I want a heavy frame receiver. Alright, so the next thing I need to get the gun nut perk. I can't really do much more with that unless I run into a hunting rifle with a full stock on it. Let's see, where is it? The blacksmith is for melee. Armorer. Interesting, they're all in strength. I guess that makes sense for armor, and for that, would have thought this would be under perception. Here it is, under intelligence. It's not so bad. Okay, so I'm out again. And there are a couple areas I do need to search. These two both use the same one. Might be overkill carrying both. Since the scoped one does more damage, but I could use that for as a sniper for my laser weapons. So I guess that's not too bad. The other for more close-up work. Okay. Now I should have looked here before I went into Cambridge. This entire area out here is unexplored, and there's no telling what type of setup the raiders have. There's far too many raiders, I've noticed, in this entire area.
He's just the best, isn't he? If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, the whole surviving. And in other news, it sounds like maybe not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of
Okay, so I'm looking at
and if it were real, it would
a
be
dam
super
here.
dangerous.
Fortunately, it hasn't
Here we go, some Bob
bursted.
I never really
Doesn't look like it's taken too much damage. Not on this side, at least. The same seems to be true of this side. I can see where the water fed into it one time. So, possibly, the EMP of the nuclear war took out all these cars. Hold on, up ahead. Okay, I've got 2 possible raiders up there. Need to confirm before I start shooting. Okay, named. Unknown if a raider or not. Not enough information to shoot on. Simon. Same. Unknown. Stash. Same. Unknown. Let's see how this goes. Guns are ready, but not shooting.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up. Am I right?
Who are you?
I'm Stash, your friendly traveling chems dealer. I don't mind the crew. They're just overprotective.
All right, let's have a look.
Exactly what you need.
Okay, not raiders. It's always good to at least check first. You don't want to start shooting. Could use the bullets. The rest of the stuff not so much. Okay, something up ahead. Some type of facility. Dam has something here, but it's boarded up. No way in. Looks like a farm. A co-op. Sunshine Co-op. Ghouls. At least one in this building. 2. One to the right, one to the left. Both feral. That means weapons free. I try to avoid using gunfire. Unknown if there's anything that could go up in flame. Two down, probably more. Probably the original inhabitants. There's a rad roach in here, or somewhere close. There's a sort of squirching or sound that its wings make. That's unique from the other type of bugs out there. Well, there's two bugs that I know of: the rad roach and the mosquito.
Nice.
Or that blood fly. Well, I guess there's that fly too. So there's three. Lucky chess piece. Raider. Legendary red roach. But anyway, their wings sound different. So you can use that to differentiate what you're facing. Rat away. I guess it must have been too late for those ghouls. More rat away. Ghouls get to the part in which Radaway is not going to do any good for them. In fact, radiation helps them. But too much of it, and they tend to go feral. Maybe from damage over time, or it's a type of immortality for these ghouls until they go feral, that is. Basically, their minds are pretty much gone.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am. Because Louis Jordan rules.
These buildings are in surprisingly good shape.
If you're the kind of person who is tired of
More ghouls.
living in Diamond City, and you maybe want
And perhaps a
adventure or
victim.
something, yes, you have a new option.
Didn't see the third one rise.
The settlement of Sanctuary has,
Settler.
I guess, been founded.
Settler probably came here thinking that this was a good place,
Good luck to them
and
with,
these
you know, the whole.
ghouls got to them.
And in other news, it sounds like maybe the not other news. It's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. That's the Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous. I bet.
Here's some Betty Hutton, if you were waiting to hear it. I mean, whether you were or not to hear it. Betty Hutton.
Okay, it looks like there's a building off over here. I don't know if it's part of the co-op or not, but I best take a look. No, this is not part of it. Different design, and not so much of a building. This is a small shelter.
What the hell was that?
Okay, raiders. So I stumbled upon the raider camp. shoot.
Give up now. I'll make it quick.
Shotgun. Rifle or shotgun? Female voice. Okay, shotgun too. Okay. Yet another building, also not tied. I'll finish searching this area first. Okay, Red Roach. Bed's in decent shape. That's a... I think the robot said that. Yeah, pretty good shape. Surprisingly good shape. Sounds like a stoner. Okay, it's a computer. Maybe for the... Okay, 2 are similar for Spark. Maybe Snook.
There we go.
Okay. Handy control. That's the robot who was sounding strange. Finally sprung a slave from the squares. I think that's a reference just to rest of society, maybe. People not part of their co-op. A Mr. Handy? Nataville suburbs. The tin can wigged out, trying to go back to his owners. That makes sense, they're programmed to. Almost clued the fuzz into us. Fuzz being police. So Johnny noodled it out in Zonta's motivation protocols to just be. Fried it and we programmed it. Calling Professor Goodfields. Okay, so he provides security. Let's see what we have here. Choose protocols. Guard protocols, maintenance protocols. Okay, so this means return for repair. Just exist and guard. I'll just leave it alone for now. That explains the free robot part. Prior to the war, he must have had a problem with AI. Let's see what this says. Okay. Okay. Chemistry station. Workshop. Okay, that's interesting. So it's a settlement. With nothing set up yet except for 7 beds. Let's see where the range of it is. It's a decent size. Covers all the buildings and these silos. Okay, I don't see a way into them. And it looks like they're permanently here too, so I can't salvage them. This right here just requires a wall, and it should be okay. Well, I might not be able to put one in. So it's just a matter of cleaning out these houses and then repurposing them as best I can. Let's take the bodies out.
Skeeter Davis, a name I still find confusing. And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Diamond City Surplus, now open 24 hours a day. Management reserves the right to refuse service to anyone, especially since. So, this next one.
Cooking station.
I mean, you make a song called Rocket 69, and I don't even, I just can't.
Okay, I'll replace some of the other stuff I've removed. Some of it should be fine as it is. Some of it's way too damaged. Looks like some plants are in, although it's not showing up as food.